It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. What you laughing at?
Oh, I just realized I had YouTube open in another tab, and so I heard the song going twice.
Oh, you thought I played the song
Yeah.
twice, so I was like, it's the same song as
I was like,
every
"What is
time,
going
Ben. You
on?"
know,
I was like, this is such a silly song.
you were like, oh, same verse. The second verse, same as the first, Ben. Oh, man.
Seriously, though, Max, we've been podcasting so much lately. I fucking hear that song when I go to bed at night. Like, I'm sick of it. Like,
earworm, Ben. It's
I
an
can't
earworm.
stop hearing that stupid fucking song. I'm sick of hearing your voice in my head.
You got
all the
me
time.
in your head, Ben.
That's right. You know what, Max? Podcasting with you, sometimes it feels like podcasting with my aunt. It's just the worst, you know? There's just no animalistic connection here.
And I feel such a sexual connection with you.
See, we're just not on the same page yet. What are we going to do about
God,
that?
I'm sick of waiting for you to initiate podcasting sex with me.
Yes. See, now this is the content
I just wish
that
it was like when we first started podcasting.
Yeah.
And you would initiate that.
That moment where we first heard each other on the other side of the podcast.
Yes. Because we met podcasting.
Yeah, we are actually like the Love is Blind people. We started this podcast without seeing each other. The first season of Circle that we recapped on the show there was no video, but we can see each other
because
now.
We didn't meet in real life a year or two before that.
No,
that didn't happen.
No.
Dude, I gotta be honest. We're honest on this podcast.
Please do. Honest.
These fucking bachelor and bachelorette parties were the biggest disappointment. I was waiting. When was the last time this fucking shit aired? The first season, like 3, 4, 10 years ago. Yeah. I feel like I was waiting for these bachelor and bachelorette parties ever since those last ones were like, wasn't it like Jessica and Amber got like hammered? I was waiting for these contestants, especially because they were all drinking in Mexico. I was waiting for them to get wasted, get sloshed, start talking, maybe get a little messy. All they did was play baseball, eat on the Booze Cruise buffet, and talk about your feelings. And then the cameras cut. What the fuck was this?
Yeah, dancing with pictures of your fiance is not exactly my idea of a rager of a time, okay?
Who dropped the ball here? What happened?
Where were the flashing dildo hats? You know, where were all the joke t-shirts? Come on.
I just don't believe it. I just do not believe that people were not getting wasted. I just think that they were like, maybe we should let them like get really drunk and we won't be there. Is that what happened? I don't understand.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Nick needs to be out here stirring the pot. He needs to be getting people drunk. He has a responsibility, Nick does. You know, he's the producer of the show.
Netflix was like, I mean, it's just hard to think of like reality shows having morals. So do you think they were like, well, it's a liability if we give them too much alcohol?
Right.
That can't be the case, right?
No,
that can't be it. I just don't. I don't get it. This was supposed to, they could have added to the drama. I wanted people to be like, I just don't know what to do.
I know we only got one crying scene, and it was like they talked through it pretty much the whole time and acted like they weren't crying, and it was kind of a sad scene too.
I just don't want people to calmly talk and be like, yeah, I just don't know. Or like, yeah, I'm so ready to be married. I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm going to be a bride tomorrow. Boring. It's a bachelor and bachelorette party. It's supposed to be a fucking rager. It was like the guys were drinking hard at the beginning, and then they were like, oh, I'll have a hamburger, not a hot dog. What the fuck is that? What is this? This is supposed to be a rager. This is television. This is supposed to be elevated. This is supposed to be art. This is supposed to be escapism. Escape from our boring and daily lives. That's why we watch television, to escape.
That's right. I think you should write a letter to Netflix.
I'm going to.
Ask them for a rager next year.
I just want a rager. You know what? Netflix.
I feel like we need to talk.
I just think we need to have a sit down.
Hire us as producers on the show. We will get these people sloshed every episode.
Yeah, we'll give them.
These people are gonna have to go to rehab after we're done with them. Okay.
Oh my god.
Alcohol is literal fuel for good TV, and why are they not using it more? Huh? Light beers at Wrigley Field ain't gonna cut it, guys. I'm sorry.
You're a sicko.
You're a sicko.
I'm really disappointed, Ben. I try to stay positive. I still love this show, but this pisses me off. Furious at this bullshit.
Is there a song?
I'm like,
is there a song that we have to articulate how you feel, Max? That's what I'd like to know, because I don't know how to feel unless songs tell me to.
Netflix.
Are you ready for war?
There it is. There it is.
I'm like Shane after he like couldn't hit a baseball on The Bachelorette. I'm so fucking mad.
Motherfucker.
Oh man, let's get into this episode.
Also, where was Shayna? Where is she?
Dude, it's done. You gotta let her go. You gotta let her
go.
If you love her, then let her go, Max.
It's not fair.
You're just gonna be in pain and turmoil the rest of the season.
I'm like Sheena and Shane at first. I don't know. I'm like Kyle. I'm like all these people.
Where are they?
The worst, because they apparently were able to not stalk them.
Yeah.
I'm not stalking her though, but I'm talking about her every episode. Anyway.
Yeah. You are stalking, right?
Well, I'm kind of like shaking this fucking body connection. Like, just like, shut up.
No, dude. The way he talks about it too is so dickish. Like he says, "What am I supposed to do? Turn off the lights, take 5 shots, and go for it?" Like, are you kidding me? What?
Well, you know, he
says, really does see her as like his aunt. That's crazy.
She reminds me so much of my aunt.
Dude, his aunt must be hot, dude.
I know.
I want to see.
Dicky's a good-looking woman.
Dude. I want to see this. He's a hot aunt.
It's gonna be weird if he does marry her at the next family reunion. He's gonna be like introducing Deepti to everybody, and then he goes up to his aunt and he's, "Oh well, this is awkward."
Yeah, everyone's gonna be like, "We had no idea." He was like,
"This isn't an ex per se, but."
But I do like how Shane is like, have you actually done anything to like fix this problem that you have to bring up in every scene and is the only footage they have because like you just won't do anything? Have you tried to spice it up? And Shake is of course like, no. Well, Shane's like, well, just turn off the light and put on Boys to Men. It's the only solution. People have been doing it since 1990, whenever Boys to Men came out.
This whole turn off the light thing, it just sounds very.
It's so fucked up.
Bad.
It's like bad. Then you won't have to look at her, and then you won't think it's your aunt.
Mean thing to say. It's so mean.
Have you tried putting paper bags on both of your heads?
Or they could try. What about a glory hole situation? Huh? That's as close to the pods as we can get, right?
Yeah, it's like so. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
He just can't get the aunt thing out of his mind.
But Shane does have the point of like, you need to do something. Like, you need to actually try to be intimate. Of just like stop just talking about it. And I do think like turning off the lights isn't like the craziest thing. Like, try to do like do whatever it takes.
Turning off the lights is not a solution for the rest of your life. That's ridiculous.
No. I'm not saying for the rest of your life. No, I mean Shake does say that, but I say
I know, but he'll have to turn on the lights eventually if he gets married to her.
Do whatever it takes to get you to at least be intimate at one time. So then, like, ease yourself into intimacy, and then fair. But don't.
I think I don't.
No, you're right. I guess it should be.
He just needs to do it.
If the looks thing is such a thing, I guess you shouldn't have the lights off because that's fucked up. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess what you're saying. It's true. I'm trying to think this through. It's a complicated situation because of the whole aunt thing. This whole thing's fucked up. The whole ant thing is what really makes it
I
fucked
still
up.
can't get over the ant.
And the
thing.
whole
It's-
engaged thing is fucked up.
It's
This
so
whole thing is so
bizarre.
fucked up. I
Where
don't
do
like
you go
it.
with this?
Ew.
Why his aunt specific? It's like very specific.
His
It's
aunt
weirdly
looks
specific.
just like DMT, dude.
My best friend is my aunt. I don't.
Yeah.
It's
But
weird.
she is like, you got just try to find the intimacy. Maybe not the lights off thing, but like try to find a way to do something
Yeah,
for the sake of the television show.
Glory Hole's not a terrible idea.
You're right. At least the lights are on.
Oh God, I've got a feeling. Not that tonight's going to be a good night. I got a feeling that that before the finale they will have done it.
I don't. But
Before their wedding, they will have done it.
well, we don't. I do you know that it? So I mean,
No,
after
this is
episode-
my guess. I think he's not going to let a wedding happen, or he's not going to get to the wedding without
So
having
you think
been
that?
intimate with her.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
so like the wedding is happening next episode.
Yes, I think that in between whatever episode 9 and 10, he's gonna do it.
So I mean, it would have had to happen at the massage that we just saw.
Yes, yeah.
So you think that?
I think that
sex
happened after that.
You think
yeah,
it happened at
Yes.
the massage,
after it?
not
yes.
during the massage, but when we saw them hanging out with Sushi.
Yes.
I'm skeptical because she still had so many questions at the bachelorette party, which was after that.
Hmm.
I don't think they did it.
Hmm. I bet you sometime before the wedding. The only
No,
scenes we
that was the last time they saw each other. They made up a whole point about it.
I'm not buying it.
They said that's the last time they're going to see each other.
They had to have done it. They had to have.
No.
This would be asinine if they didn't right before. This would
Ben,
be
the whole
ridiculous.
Netflix makes it so they can't see each other.
You're gonna cry.
No, it's just like you're just.
You're so upset. I just want them to fuck.
I don't. You do.
Yeah, we both do. Everybody does.
I
the
just
whole
know that
world.
they haven't in my heart.
Oh boy.
Iona and Jarrett. Let's just move on.
Yeah.
We're at an impasse. Honest Jarrett, how he's doing. Apparently they do this. They like ask each other where they are, you know?
Yeah, and every time it's that they're both freaking out.
Yeah, but he's in at an 8 out of 10 because shit is getting real. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, you're freaking out too. Even though he's at like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, 80% is pretty good.
Dude, I don't know if I've ever been 10 out of 10. I don't know. 10 out of 10 seems rather high to me. He's like, I want to settle down, and then she's like, how do you, she's like, how do you know? And he's like, well, you have my heart, and he's like, you've had it since the pods, but of course she is
Since
like,
you were my second choice, you've had
and
my
she's
heart.
like, yeah, but someone else had your heart, she like brings that up.
He's like, who?
He's like, you're the only one. She's like, no, you didn't. You don't know that. I don't know who you're talking about. Who? He's like, I'm a 7 out of 10 now. You want that to keep dropping? 6, 5, 4.
No, baby, no, babe, babe.
But he says she's the only one now. But then it goes back to this whole like he goes out too much, and apparently he stays out past 3 a.m. all the time. He's like
Yeah.
really.
She was like, even just coming home before 3 would be great. Like, how late is he out till? Like 5?
I
or
don't know.
6?
And he's like 3 a.m. 3 a.m.'s late.
How old is Jarrett, by the way?
I don't know.
Is he up there? Is he in the 30s? Is he in the
I don't
30s
know.
range?
I had thought he was.
Because if he is up there in the 30s, like past 3 a.m. It's getting a little late for someone in their
I
30s.
know. Yo, Taco, dude. That,
I was barely able to stay up for midnight on New Year's this past year.
I'm like,
Come on.
whoa. He's staying up past 3 a.m. like on weeknights all the time. I'm like, damn.
Doesn't he get tired?
I know. And she's like, yeah, basically this comes down to is she's like, I need you to stop telling me you're going to like, change your ways and show me through actions because
Yeah.
you haven't like started to like show me that you're gonna change your single life ways.
Yeah.
And he's like, well,
He
I'm going to,
reassures her. Yeah, he's going
he's
to.
like, I'm gonna start doing that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And then he whisks her to bed.
Yeah. No, he's
Okay.
out so late that Taco Tuesdays turn into Taco Wednesdays. It's not good.
Okay.
He's got to figure this out.
Well, we get another really lovely Danielle and Nick dinner date. These guys just have the most love. I mean, we were so high on them after the pods and Mexico, but I've never been so high.
Things.
I've never been so high on them after this batch of episodes. Every scene they have just ends so well.
Yeah,
they just have such a nice time together.
They're having such a ball. Yeah,
they just have such great communication. They
it is funny how every scene consistently starts with them having a good time and kissing and joking, and literally by the end, every single time they're either crying or Nick is going, "Are we really doing this again? We've done it. We're doing it again."
He said the dumbest thing though.
Yeah.
So dumb. So they're having a fine. This was his fault. This was his fault. Yeah. They're having a fine time. They're like, we're each other's priorities. Everything is okay. We're getting into stupid arguments, but they're like, maybe we wouldn't if we weren't under so much pressure from the wedding. And
yeah.
I don't think that's true. I just don't. At this point, I don't know if they're compatible. To be honest, again, so many fights. But then they're
very communicative, but communicative can only go so far when you're fighting every single time.
Exactly. But then he decides to say that whenever they get into arguments, it makes him remember their fight in Mexico and how walking into it made him think, I can't live like this the rest of my life. Why would you say that?
Especially to her.
I know it makes me think that it's like, were you? It's like you're either being very dumb in the moment, not to be mean to Nick, but it's a very
Nick, we love you, Bubby.
Nick, we love you, but dumb.
Yeah.
Or like, was he trying? Was it like a little jab? Like, I don't know, man.
It may have been a little jab.
Was it a little jab of something that she does sometimes? Like,
it might have been a little jab.
And then Danielle's like, hearing you say that scares me. And he's like, why? Why would that scare you? And it's like, are you playing dumb? Like, what is the bro?
Yeah.
She's like, that's the second time you've said it might not work out. And it's like, don't you realize why like that would hurt my feelings?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and Danielle too, just she goes down the spiral at this point now.
I mean, anybody would.
No, totally. And she's like, this whole time I've been an anxious wreck, essentially is what she's saying. And she's like, I don't know how to like get myself out of this sort of anxiety spiral that's never ending.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's felt like the whole
And that
time.
was like a particular bad moment for her that she like really owned up to, that she was like, that was like really
There's a lot of self-awareness. And,
she was like, look, like I really know that like you weren't doing anything at that party, and like I was totally wrong, and it was like a panic attack too,
Yeah.
And he had said that moment like to the camera, and I remember us talking about that. And we were like, oh, man, when she sees that on camera, like, I can't believe he said that to her face so close to the wedding.
They're very open with each other. That's for sure.
Yeah, I just don't get why you would say that now. It's he might be trying to sabotage the wedding.
Well, I don't think it's a conscious sabotage or anything. I think they're both just like, they're both kind of getting to their breaking
Well,
point. Let's
even
say
if
that.
it's not a conscious sabotage. Let's
He's
just
getting
say,
he's getting frustrated. I don't doubt that he does like really care about her though and really loves her,
well, I
but
think
like
he really cares about and loves her, but
yeah.
I don't I'm not getting the vibe this close to the wedding, and we see it very close that either of them are
They're
even
kind of
though
panicking.
yes, they're both
Yeah.
very frustrated with each other.
Yeah. I think they wish they had more time, but too bad they signed up for a show where
Yeah, so you signed up
you have to
for.
go to the altar.
Yes.
Because I think with a little more time, who knows? Maybe they could work this out.
Yeah, I mean, he does do damage control, but buddy, you fucked up, man.
Yeah. He said something in the moment, and it was a big old trigger. Big one.
Yeah, I don't know. It was bad. It made me think of the things that we say about her when we're like, why would you do this now? You were having a nice dinner. It was like when they were at the cake thing and everything was going fine. Nick did the same exact thing. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like he's just
Goes
as guilty
both
as she
ways.
is about
Goes
things. I
both
mean, I
ways.
just don't think it's I don't gonna have to see. I mean, I don't know, just not feeling good about this. But just with this next scene, I have to say something, Ben. We have to eat our humble pie about this one, because last episode we said, or I particularly said, but you agreed with me, that there is no laughter in Salvador and Mallory's relationship, didn't we?
Was there in this scene?
Well, listen to this. That's Mallory laughing.
Wow.
We were wrong.
Wow.
Honestly, she liked his song.
I loved how this song was shot like a fucking music video. They got a glide cam out for it. They did it all. This is going to be great for Salvador's career. He could put that up on his YouTube channel, probably.
Yeah.
I especially like the line in the
player.
I especially liked the line in the song where he says, "I better watch what I say." Around Mallory. He made sure to throw that one in there.
I better not mention when my ex-girlfriend show up at my sister's place. I better not bring up when Jared comes over to our apartment.
Yeah, this again, like Salvador, he's leaning on his strengths here. You gotta sing, you gotta play that uke.
He's very romantic.
You gotta belt it, because that seems to be the only time when she's happy in the relationship. So you gotta do it.
Hey, they have a picnic, and the picnic they have Mr. and Mrs. Pillow, so now the wedding has to happen.
Yes. Yeah.
Once you use the Mr. and Mrs. Pillows, you can't back out.
I know. Where was Caesar, by the way?
Yeah, why was Caesar?
You need your right-hand man for this. Come on.
Yeah, you need Caesar there. Harmonies for
Caesar was probably shooting the music video, right?
There was some prosciutto. Yeah, he was some crew for this. He was the drone operator.
When their picnic ends, though, I wasn't sure how to feel. Did you know how to feel?
I didn't know. I didn't understand the point of this scene at all, but luckily Netflix helped us out.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. When we're together, life is brighter. Through the good times and the bad. I feel alive.
Oh, so they're lovers. They're not.
They're done fighting.
They're done fighting.
Love.
They feel alive.
They feel alive now. Yes, in this moment. Yeah. Now I get it. That was great.
Yeah, they talked about how in the pods, he says that Mallory wanted someone who took the initiative to set things up and experiences up, and he wants to do those things for her, and that's how he expresses love to her. And she said that's great, because she doesn't want to ever have to set anything up and do any of those
things. She gave a thumbs up, and that was good.
She was like, "That is good," because I don't really want to have to put effort into any of this shit. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
She's like, stir fry on you singing.
I don't see her singing ballads with Caesar.
Why do we have another Ayana and Jarrett scene so soon with them on a date?
It's quick.
When the tourist destination, and they just talk about the same thing.
They lean over in the windows.
Are they in the Sears Tower?
Yeah, I think so.
It's one of the Chicago buildings.
Something like that. I'm gonna guess Sears Tower. It's the tallest one, isn't it?
I think it is.
I think it is.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
They're
sounding a lot more confident in their relationship.
They have another building, like the Wilkes Building or something up in there.
I've never been to Chicago, actually.
Only I have, but I don't know.
Yeah, they sound more confident in their relationship. Ayana's getting there. Maybe she's gone from a 4 to a 6 or
whatever. I mean, we did not need this scene. They just say all they say. He says he's ready. She says that she says she wants him, but she needs action, and he says he's gonna do it. It's the same exact scene.
It's literally the same scene.
I mean, do they need to reach a certain length? I mean, like, what's the problem here?
Yeah.
You have 30,000 hours of footage, and we get this?
Yeah.
I don't get it. All right. By the way, the tallest building in Chicago is the Willis Tower. I was close. The Willis.
What did you call it? The Wilkins?
Wilkes.
The Wilkes Tower. Yeah.
I was close.
Lame. What a loser.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. This next scene is great.
Yeah. Oh my God. We don't even have to say anything. Just play the clips.
I said, I want to fuck you emotionally before I actually fuck you.
Oh.
Wow. He wants to really.
So Shank says that this whole thing was planned.
Yeah.
So this is when he takes Deep to the massage place, and he's kind of prefacing it. And he said that it wasn't that he thinks that she's his aunt. It's that he's just trying to fuck.
He just wants to rail her emotionally. That's
yes.
He just wants to raw dog emotionally. That's it.
Yes. That's what he wants to do. It's about that emotional body connection.
What else does he want to do?
Before I find out you're good in bed, I want to find out you're good in head.
It's like he's Confucius, man. He's just so full of these great things.
When I first watched this, I thought he said, "Before I get you into bed, I want you to be good at head."
I did too, because that sounds like something that Shake would say.
Yeah. I was like, okay, interesting. This is.
I have to say, what happened to Shake in the Pods? What happened to this guy that was asking these ridiculous questions of these women, that was so unfiltered, that would wear these patterned kind of like that those like sweater things he used to wear. He was kind of flashier. Now he's so serious all the time. Besides these quotes that were really hilarious.
He was a dirty dog. Because he's a veterinarian. I'm going to use this. He was a dirty dog.
And now he's
and he was down bad. And now Max, he's a good boy.
No, but he's like down sad now. He's always I just don't know what to do. I want to this is the best thing in my life. I'm so sad. And it's like I miss Wild Shake. I'm talking about the booty and all that stuff. I want to get you pregnant. Like, where's that?
Well, he realized he was with his aunt. So, things changed a little.
But listen to this.
If she's within a 2-mile radius from me, that booty is not safe.
Let's think about that. Oh, here's a question. Has Shake even tried to put Deep G on his shoulders? That's from our listener, Remax Chanafesto. I mean,
this is a great question.
He's not trying the things that he needs to do. He hasn't even tried that. You don't need to turn the lights off. Just put her on his shoulders.
That's right. Take her to a Diplo concert. Come on.
Yeah, come on. There's things you can do to arouse you.
Yeah. It's crazy.
But they get the massages. I think he's hoping that'll loosen things up. And then they go to eat sushi. It's sushi, right?
Yeah.
I don't see any soy sauce
no
and wasabi. I think they're trying to avoid any arguments.
Yeah.
And he's like, let's rate it out of 10. And Deepti takes this to, do some little relationship talk.
Yeah,
and she's like, don't you ever stop ranking things? And he's like, no, I can't. I'm going to rate this conversation like 5.
5. It's a 5.
5. she's like, "You're really tense," and he's like, "I know, and I feel myself pushing you away, and you don't do that, and that's what that's what I love about you.
This was actually it was a
That
very
you stick around, that I can just do whatever I want, and you'll stay here. That's what I like."
it's very it's sad. They just
Thank you.
they just like keep having the same mean conversation over and over again.
Is this show really repetitive? I feel like we keep having the same
the last
podcast.
2 to 3 episodes that have really been repetitive. It's the same issue over and over. Yeah. Oh, and then she says she just wants to build a family, but I don't know if she knows that to build a family you gotta. There's certain things that have to be done first.
No, there's
adoption,
like in vitro fertilization. There's, there's
you think that's what she wants?
Do
you think that's what she wants?
There's other things that can be done. They don't need to have sex.
Max, duh. But is that what she wants?
I don't know, but I'm just saying they can.
All right. Yes.
They can get married. They don't have to have sex. They can have sex with other people, but still be married. I don't think why they're not thinking outside of the box on this.
That sounds like a really bad rom-com.
We are progressive and sex positive here. I don't see why they can't be married best friends and have sex outside of their marriage. It's 2022. Everything is on the table.
All types of relationships exist.
Yes, come on.
That. Yes.
And that would be an amazing reality show, and Netflix would pick it up. And I want to see their parents react to it. That's what I want.
I married my aunt, and I couldn't
lovers
be happier.
to react to it. I just want everything.
Oh man. So Natalie
I hope we can get
does
them on the podcast. So our first question will be: so did the sex happen?
Yeah.
Our first question. We need to know if the sex happened.
Were
the lights on?
Let's get Danielle's brother on so he can ask the question. How's the sex? Give me deets. So we get a scene with Natalie and Shane.
Danielle's dying. I've learned a lot today about my family's sex life.
Sorry.
We get a scene with Natalie and Shane, and Natalie's doing what Mallory has never even thought of doing once. She sets up a date for Shane.
Dude, she somehow arranged a date where she set up a table in the middle of a park.
Yeah.
She's
crushing. Her gameplay is amazing.
Dude, she set up a table in the middle of a park. How do you do that?
She's crushing this.
This is very impressive.
She probably had to call a few friends,
bring
the table from her kitchen at home too. Yeah, it's crazy.
I like how Shane says this reminds him of the Mexico date, and Natalie's like, "I hope it's better than that."
Yeah. She's like, "Really? This reminds you?" He's like, "No, just because of like all the cameras around and the producers."
He's like, "Yeah, because in that moment, it made me think that I never want to see you again, and I was just thinking like, oh, I don't think I want to be with you for the rest of my life."
Wow, harsh.
It's a line that Nick uses, so why wouldn't everyone else? Nick's a really good communicator. That's what we've been saying this whole time.
He's certainly good at communicating his very raw and mean feelings.
Yeah, Shane and Natalie really Shane especially came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He really has just been he's really like calmed down.
I got them in my winner's circle now.
Yeah, I know.
Although
I don't know after that preview though for next they had a big fight.
I bet you they were fighting over the kids buffet and the fountain and the cake.
I just think he was really upset that he didn't hit a ball.
Yeah,
with a baseball bat at Wrigley.
He's still grumpy over that.
If she would just be more understanding of how embarrassing it was for him, how dare she? How dare she?
Yeah, I love how much he was fuming. He is so mad.
Motherfucker.
This was my chance to be a cubby. I blew it. I had it.
There was no cotton candy at the buffet.
Oh boy. We get another good Nick and Danielle scene. I wonder how this is gonna go.
Ooh, they get steamy kissing in the pool. But as they get into the pool, we get a little bit of I mean, Nick kind of like educates Danielle a little bit.
You know what it's like when a guy's thing touches ice cold water for the first time?
What thing is he talking about?
His
His toes. His big toe.
He's talking about his
wiener.
His wiener. Please don't say anything else.
No.
I don't think Nick would want you to go any further than that. he can't
It's
say
his thing.
He can't say anything else in front of his fiance.
That would be little not good.
Do you think
Yeah.
Danielle knows about shrinkage?
I was in the pool!
You got that sound bite.
I wonder when the next time we'll use it again is. I don't know.
Gen Zers won't know about that one.
Hey, Seinfeld's on Netflix.
Do it. Watch it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, and
Yeah,
that
the
comes up
fountains
again.
made it really hard to hear this scene. Did you have that feeling, Max?
What?
Like I felt like the sound editor was gonna have a heart attack. This was
Yeah, I mean that pool water was loud. You
it
know,
was really loud.
I guess they were like going away from the mics. Maybe I don't know if they had mics on them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Probably.
watch with subtitles so I can get the sound bites better now. So maybe I'm a little.
That scene in particular was I don't
Um,
know. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe
Well, I can
can't-
really break it down for you, Nick.
Okay. Good.
What matters?
Okay. Did you just call me Nick?
Sorry, Ben.
Fuck you, dude.
I'm sorry. You were just, you know, you were just communicating with me so well that I felt like I was Danielle and you were Nick because we are destined for marriage.
Yeah. I just feel like I question every day if I can continue this podcast with you.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Just because I want to put my Rock Band drum set in the back of my podcasting setup.
Yeah, I will not let you do that. You
Oh my god! Why? You just want to have it out with my inflatable thing? What the
Max,
fuck?
also your desk has been broken for like half a season. Will you please fix it? Please.
My friends come over and we dance on my desk sometimes. But and they talk about their marriage stuff and that they're scared. Whatever.
Yeah, she said she thought in Mexico he was too conservative, like with
Yeah,
sex.
this
And he's
was
like,
it.
he's like, well, it's the first date. It's like the first time I met you.
Yeah. And she's
in
like, yeah,
person.
but like you're my she's like, but we're engaged. Oh, Cat Cow is here, and she's asking, "Where is our hot dog costume? We need to
I
get hot dog
know.
and corn costumes." That
Especially if we can get Nick and Danielle on the show. You
yeah,
better
we need
believe
hot
it.
dog and
Yeah.
corn costumes.
I
just
want to
don't
be the
get-
hot dog.
What do you do with a hot dog, and what do you do with them?
What do you mean? You play Rock Band. You have fun.
What do you,
That's
but
pretty easy.
like, what's the point?
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah, but you like just like, hi, thanks for coming, and you're in a hot dog or corn costume?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I needed to be refreshed. I was a little confused on the whole costume thing. I forgot. I need to play it sometimes. Okay, I feel better now.
No, but yeah, he's like, no, it's the first date. Why would I? Why wouldn't I ask if
yeah,
things
he's like, I
were
just met you
okay
through
to
a wall.
do?
She's like, we're engaged, but then I like how it flips, and he's like, well, okay, as long as there's no more violence, like
No
the lip biting and bleeding, and she's like, okay, no promises though, and I'm like, this is just like the friends jumping on the tables thing. It's always like no promises.
No promises.
But then he says, meet me in the middle. And she says, okay. So I was like, oh my God, they're actually meeting in the middle. This is really good.
So what? Lip nibbling. I guess.
Nibbling. I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's fair. As long as
That's
there's no
fair,
blood, you know?
Yeah.
No violence.
Yeah. Can't have blood in your mouth and make your teeth less smooth. I think.
Yeah, but she almost invited Nick to the bachelor party, and he was going to wear a wig. Could do a Porky's? That's the reference, right?
Porky's, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie, but I know the reference.
Yes.
And Nick's biggest fear is getting to the altar and them not being on the same page. He says he's not sure either of them will feel on the altar. Well, I'm sure Nick's gonna feel perspiration. That's
yeah. I think the minister did too because he was sweating a lot. I think that must have been like a really humid,
very humid
day. Yeah.
But here we go. We're at the bachelor party, and there is no one better to start this off than Nick himself.
We're having a bachelor party.
What?
That's what it sounded like in that party bus.
It was a rager, man.
Crazy.
The guys are drinking hard. They go to Wrigley Field, and for each name on the sign. Oh my God! Shane! Oh, Jared! Oh my God! I mean, this is pretty cool. This is a cool event.
I'd like my name on the.
I want my name on the sign.
On the front of Coors Field would be nice.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I would like my name definitely on Yankee Stadium.
Go Yankees.
Definitely. That would be very cool.
You've always got that Karen soundbite ready to go.
But even going to Wrigley would be cool.
Why not?
The guys liked it. I mean, the best part, of course, was Shane sucking. Having a hard time.
Yeah. They made that little tunnel too, and he introduced each person.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was cute. Do you think they had like orange slices halfway through the batting practices?
Well, probably because because at some point they probably stopped drinking so they could sober up and have serious discussions instead of getting shit faced and saying stupid things and being tempted to cheat by strippers, the fun things that we want to watch on a reality TV show, not this bullshit where they just ate hot dogs and sat around and were like, I'm getting married tomorrow. That is what is happening. This is a really fun conversation. Like, what is this, a business meeting? What is this?
Do you feel you're ready? I am not sure. I am not quite sure yet at this moment.
Wow, that is information that you have just told me. I am listening and repeating it back to you.
I can tell you are skeptical. I understand. The timeline for this is short.
I am also married. I have been married before. That is the information that I am contributing to this.
Marriage requires love. It is important that you remember this.
Yeah. I love the flip side of the bachelorette party. Instead of starting out raging, it starts out a lot more tame. They're just like, let's wear leis and have pictures of the guys. Shane with long hair is hilarious.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I love it.
I
hope he's brought it back since then.
Yeah, they're on a booze cruise ferry dancing and drinking cocktails. Danielle says she doesn't dance.
Interesting, but she rocks though.
But she says she
rocks.
She says she has dance parties.
Well, those are table dance parties.
I guess it has to be on tables and it has to be to rock band.
To rock band music. Yeah.
It's only to it's like this music is not to rock band.
It has to be to Stairway to Heaven on
rock band instruments. I have to hear plastic on plastic to dance.
It's very surprising.
What is this?
Yeah, that's very surprising. Do you think they enjoyed dancing with the photos even more than the actual fiancés? I don't know.
Have they danced with the fiancés yet?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's good to know. Natalie talks on the boat about how happy she is with her friends. Deepti's talking to Diana about how she's having doubts and she doesn't want to lose. Blah, blah, blah. Mallory tells her friends how she was stressed out and Sal makes her feel better. Blah, blah, blah.
Boring.
Back
Same
to the
conversations
boys.
over and over.
They're eating burgers and hot dogs. Nick's friends are like, is this real, bro? And Nick is like, come on, man. Well, his friends
Nick's
are
like, I trust the science. I'm a science believer, not a science denier."
Nick says his friends are like, the fact they're having doubts is an issue. Yeah, Nick says he's trusted the process this far and he's gotten here, so why stop now? The
They
pods
just
work.
he even says he's like they don't understand. They just don't get it. It's like you don't know the pods like I do.
Yeah,
You don't know
pods
what the pods do
work.
to
They're
you.
a scientific process that has been developed by this man. His name is L. Ron Hubbard. He wrote a science fiction novel in 1964.
It does kind of feel like his friends are trying to deconvert him. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to they're trying to talk him out of his cult here.
Yeah, and he's like, the process works.
Yeah.
I will cut you guys
I'm a
out of my
level
life
8.
so far.
I'm a
You are
level 8. If you
8.
just donate $2,000, I can get you in at a level 3 by next month.
You
I
guys
promise.
just don't understand
You
what
just
we
gotta
have
hit those
gone through.
pods.
You guys have to come to the pods, okay? Just sell your house and give the money to Netflix, please. You can go visit the pods at any time.
They even have Taco Tuesdays in the pods. It's just like the real world. I promise you. It's just better.
But there's a really good sign here, though. They ask him if she was here right now and the altar was in front of him, if he would be ready to get married, and he says, "I don't know."
That's
a
crazy.
really good sign the night before your wedding, man.
That's really
That's, like,
crazy.
really good to say, "I don't know." He's like, why not just trust the process?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. The night before,
Oh boy.
you should really go into your wedding thinking, "I don't know."
Yeah.
I like the one friend of his particular who's just like some of them are like maybe, some of them are like, oh yeah, it's good, and there's one friend who's just like, no, this is very stupid. Why did you go into this experiment?
Yeah. It's dumb.
It's very dumb. We get back to the bachelor party, and we get this one scene with all the women dancing for like 3 seconds, but it's just, I'm like, oh yes, they're gonna rage, but it's a fake out. I think that they just had them dance for like a second,
Yeah.
but then it's just Danielle having a serious conversation with her friends, and she's just putting her down, saying herself she's not worthy. I'm like, we've seen this enough.
Oh,
We
so
wanna
many. Oh my
watch them
god.
rage.
It's getting old. It's getting old.
Rage.
Come
You
on.
should have brought like Jessica and Amber and like the season 1 cast back.
Yeah.
Like they know how to party. Get
I would have liked to
Gianna
have seen
back.
I would have liked to have seen a scene where they say, folks, your captain wanted to introduce herself to you, and then she walks out, and guess who it is? It's Shayna wearing your captain's hat.
Exactly. See,
Come
now
on.
you see why I miss her so much. You need somebody to bring to the party. They should have played drinking games, or never have I ever type stuff. It's like answer questions. Stuff
Yeah.
like that. I don't know. Fun. We need fun. There's too
Yeah.
lame.
Lame.
Like this drama is like a little sad. It's getting sad. We get back to the bachelor party, and Jarrett says, "Ayana, healthy balance." I like that he's hoping that she says yes. I think it's the thought of going into your wedding and hoping that the other person is going to say yes is so funny to me.
Yeah.
Damn, I really hope my fiance says yes tomorrow.
Dude, do you think this just crossed my mind? Do you think that for Shane and Natalie's wedding, because okay, if they don't have this prepared, then they need to fire the producers and hire us. When they say if there's anyone who objects, that's when you send in Shayna through the doors and have her running down the aisle.
Well, I've been hoping
I
the whole
object.
time.
I object. Please, we need it.
And that's when Sal's girlfriend has to show up. They didn't do it for this wedding, but hopefully they just cut it out, So
Yeah.
hopefully they do it.
Yeah, I hope so.
But yeah, that was about the bachelor and bachelorette parties. Once again, complete failure on Netflix's part. I just couldn't
Yeah, a
believe it
couple
was
other
over.
things that happened in the bachelorette party. We saw Natalie saying she was 100% going to say yes to Shane. We
Yeah.
saw Ayana expressing once again for
Oh,
the
she's worried
27th
about
time.
choice,
She's worried
yeah.
that she's about the second choice thing, and
Yeah.
that made Deepti cry, and she cried.
Mm.
Sad, but we've seen it. Okay, come
They
on.
were sober. It's like, what's going on here?
They've been
What is
drinking
this? Are you-
water
are-
all night.
Is this a bachelorette party or just a social? What
The other
is
thing,
this?
the other thing too, I was gonna say was when Danielle was like coming down on herself, her friend said, "If you're gonna be waiting for the best version of yourself, you're gonna be waiting for a long time," which I think that maybe was meant to be good intention. But after I wrote that down on paper, I was like, "That sounds awful." It sounds like she's saying, "Danielle, you're never gonna be the best
You know,
person."
that's what Nick was like. I will love you at your worst.
Yeah.
And I see that a lot.
Man, harsh. And you like honestly, like all these things that she's saying about this, it like really builds up to this next scene where like she is getting ready with her mom and everything and getting the dress and all that stuff. And she is just like an emotional wreck throughout this whole thing.
How
She's
could
so
you not be
afraid.
with everything
No,
leading up to this?
totally. And she's so afraid he's going to say no. The fear is like so real in that room. Even the mom, even Wendy is like, I love Danielle. I am so afraid that Nick is going to say no and break her heart. And this is going to be bad.
The way that this was broken down, like there were surprises in here. Well, I mean, well, the second the wedding popping up, well, the whole like the bachelor and bachelor party ending so quickly through, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then the wedding popping up, I was like, oh, we're gonna,
and still 15 minutes left in the episode. I was like, what?
It's gonna be a cliffhanger. It's gonna be a cliffhanger.
Yep.
And Danielle pulls out of the car, and luckily Netflix helps us out with one line of a song. They had acoustic music, but just one single line.
I would compare myself to everything I'm not.
It's Danielle's theme song. It's her inner monologue in song form.
Thank
wow.
God,
How did
yeah.
they do that? Just one line.
Oh boy. Remax says Nick must say no. Sal must play Uke. Yes.
Yes.
So he's
that
gotta
is-
play the Uke.
Nick, we get some in the beginning. She's saying she's feeling good and optimistic, and she says that the whole story sounds like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And Nick says he was feeling cautiously optimistic going into the process, and then but the feeling for her overcame him, and he fell in love with her. And then of course we get some flashback clips of the whole thing, even though we just binged this whole fucking series. Like, why are we getting flashback clips of things?
Yeah. And
Ben,
why are we
why?
recapping a recap right
Why
now?
are we watching flashback clips? Like we did, like it's
Because they've had
streaming-
so many fights since then that they need to remind us that there were
Well,
actually
they
good
did it for the
times at
good
some
parts
point.
and the bad
I
parts. They did a
know.
good parts flashback and a fights flashback. It's like, why? We know what happened.
Yeah.
Nick loves her more than anything, but he says timing is everything too. And he's not 100% sure comfortable, and he's not 100% sure if she's comfortable either.
Yeah.
And then Danielle goes into the makeup room, and even though in the same confessional that we just saw, they're in the same place, she said that she was like totally optimistic and happy. When she goes into the makeup room, she says like, they're like, how are you doing? And she's like, not good. Then we go back to the same confessional, and she's like, so Nick and I talked this morning, and he's like, I don't think you're ready. So it was like that flip surprised me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, whoa, where's this coming from? Because you just sounded so happy.
Mm-hmm. Nick's all over the place.
Yeah, and so like, what is going on?
He's all over the place, and she's an emotional wreck. Yeah. Sounds about right, given everything that's led up to this.
This is going on, but yeah. So she's in the makeup room, and I was also under the impression that they weren't allowed to talk before the ceremony, which would have made this actually. I couldn't tell if that would make this juicier or less juicy, but this is very juicy, so I'm very happy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But I think we got some more music that made things that better, right?
That cleared
As
things
she's-
up. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in the makeup room. She's sitting in the chair. You know, Wendy's comforting her.
And what am I
everyone's helping
supposed
her
to
out.
wonder right now as an audience?
Yeah, I
member?
just don't know what to think. But luckily, Netflix helped us out here.
Do you wonder, will it all work out?
Oh,
Yeah, I do. Yes, I was wondering that.
Yes.
Actually.
Well, you don't answer the question, so yes, I do wonder.
Yes.
I
Yes.
do. I do. Do you think some people say no? Do you think they don't care?
I don't wonder.
No, I don't care. Those monsters, dude. How could you not wonder? How could you not care about Danielle and Nick? Gotta be a fucking monster, dude. What's wrong with you?
You really hate this hypothetical person.
Do you not believe in love?
Oh boy.
Did you not watch when they tasted their wedding cake and you're not invested?
I love cake.
Like, come on. So she's up there, and then Thomas comes in, Nick's friend or brother or whatever, comes in to see Nick at the bar, and yeah, Nick still hasn't decided.
Yeah.
This is a very good sign. You should not decide if you're going to marry someone until right before you say I do. It should be an on-the-spot decision.
Mm-hmm.
In any, not even just in this kind of like I love is blind thing, in any marriage.
Yeah. He starts before this wedding, he starts sweating so profusely, and it seems like he's having stomach issues. He keeps clutching his stomach. He's a wreck.
Did you see that him and his groomsmen were like drinking in front of some kind of bank vault? That was pretty cool, dude. There was a bank vault. That was sick. Why were they hanging out inside of the vault?
Love getting married at a bank, dude. Love it.
Dude, like, why are you drinking the drinks in front of the bar when you could be inside of a bank vault? Probably because Nick was like, if we go inside of that bank vault, I'm going to need to change back into street clothes and get married in jeans. So we have to stay here. I'm getting the best draft from the AC right in this spot.
Gotta be by that vault.
The rest of the groomsmen were like, this really sucks that we're not hanging outside the vault. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, you're not even going to marry her anyway. The second this is over, I'm going in the vault. I feel like a bank robber. So yeah, the wedding happens, right? They
yeah. It's clearly 110-degree day.
He goes up to the altar and to like start. So he's like sweating so much, and he's just like, "Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!" He just looks so unhappy. I mean, maybe I'm old fashioned, but I think you should be happy to get married. You know?
Yeah, you should be having a panic attack at the altar, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I am sweatier than I've ever been in my entire life.
That sounds like a man who should say yes.
I know. How many people passed out at this wedding from heat exhaustion? That's what I want to know. Good God. Kat says, "How is Danielle not sweaty? Just Nick." I thought that same thing. I was like, "This like her. Does she have like really strong makeup that will prevent sweat from dripping?"
I don't think it was that hot, guys. I think Nick was torn up about the whole thing.
If that's the case, then the minister was torn up about it too, and he was worried sick about this
I
wedding
think some
too.
people are just more heat sensitive. There was two people we saw sweating a lot. Okay. Was the minister wearing a lot of clothing?
Well, as much as Nick, he was wearing a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he was sweating like crazy too. The minister was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
I think it was definitely a hot day. It was definitely a hot day.
So we see so Danielle comes down the aisle and they say their vows. Danielle says that the universe wanted them to be together. And he loves that, and she loves that he loves her because of her flaws, and he builds her up.
That's sweet. Yeah.
Yes. Nick says, "This is insane. It's too hot. I need to go inside. There's a cool bank vault. Can we move this inside, please?"
I just felt a lot more comfortable by the bank vault, you guys.
Can we please get to the cake? I love cake. Can we postpone? It says he loves her and that their values bring them together and their differences keep them entertained. Yeah, these fights have been so fun. They seem to have been having a blast. But Ben, this shit cracks me up. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. Like top 10 favorite things about the show. And there's 100 things I love about this show. Maybe top 5. I forgot about it.
Now is the time to decide if love is blind.
It's so game show. The show
It
turns
really
into a
is.
game show when this happens.
You know what I thought about when they did this was I thought about Jarrett's dad, who's been waiting his whole life
You're
to
gonna have to say that?
to be the minister at his wedding, and then he has this Netflix script that he has to essentially read for the show.
Is that your final answer?
Would you like to buy a letter?
The whole show, they try to hide the fact that it's a reality show.
Yeah.
They call it an experiment. They can't talk about production whatsoever. And then at the end they go, now it's time to figure out if love really is blind.
Now is the time to decide if love is blind.
Bring the dancers out. Come on.
Bring the dancers out. Da-da, da-da-da-da, da. Spin the wheel to decide
lights start
your
flashing.
fate.
Yeah.
This wheel will decide if you're married to a woman or an animal.
Oh boy. Oh.
I like learning their middle and last names. Danielle Jean Rule. I wrote that
Yeah.
down, but then I forgot Nick.
I heard Jane. Did you say Jean?
Jean. I said Jean. It might have been Jane though.
I heard Jane.
That's not important.
Well, you made it. You brought it up.
Yeah. And it says she says she's the most indecisive person in the world, but the only clear decision she's ever made is you. Very sweet. Nick does not look happy. He's like, no, can't believe you said that because it's so hot.
I just want to go back to that
I
vault.
just want to go to the
That fucking vault. All I could think about is that vault.
Please.
What's in there? I need to know.
I need to know. There's AC in the vault.
If they do get married and they go on a honeymoon, it's all he's going to think about the entire time is that damn vault. He's like, we got to get back to that vault.
He also can't open up his eyes because there's so much sweat and they're irritated. I was like, well, I can't open them up. It's drenched, dude. It will smell bad. He's like,
yeah, if they do get married, I think they might want to avoid that kiss. There's a lot of fluid on Nick's face.
I just love that you get audio from Wendy and everybody just saying, "Oh God, oh God."
Yeah, everybody's going,
"Oh shit."
Yeah,
he's gonna say no. I mean, I'll be very surprised if he says
give
yes.
me an Ayana.
Where is it?
Fuck.
Exactly. Thank you, Ayana.
This is Danielle.
I'm so fucked.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Yeah. I my
Cliffhanger.
prediction is that he's gonna say no. I mean, how could he say yes?
I know it's really feeling like in this last episode, especially, that he's leaning towards no. Having said that, the cliffhanger leaves me wondering if it's all it's like a red herring or something.
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's like, no, I want to say yes. I was just so uncomfortable because I was sweating. I was distracted by the thought of that vault. I just couldn't get it out of my head. You know how I am about money and
that damn
vaults.
vault out of his head.
I was really hungry for cake, and it had nothing to do with you. It's all me. I love you so much.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I don't know.
I'm so excited, though. I'm still
Me
loving
too.
this season.
We have to wait a whole week.
I know. I can't. Yeah, it's only Saturday when we're recording this. We have to wait all the way till Friday for the finale. We got one more episode of our regular season coverage, but of course, we will be working diligently to get these contestants on. We already have some that maybe want to go into it. Oh, Cat Kel says maybe he's going to faint. Yeah, that would be wild. That was like we don't get an answer.
Yeah,
They cut to the hospital and she's shaking him like, I need an answer.
exactly.
I need an answer. He's like, isn't this a little soon? He's like, you can't get out of this, Nick. It's like, you're contractually obligated to give us an answer right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yes. I think you'd say yes.
Oh boy, fun episode though.
It is. Do we have any predictions, Ben, for next?
I'm just I don't know, based on previews, based on the coming up, I think I'm ready to move Deep D and Shake into my winner's circle. I think I'm ready to.
You think
He
they're going to
says
do it?
He says in the coming up, this is a celebration, everybody. And they're all celebrating. I think Ayanna and Jarrett clearly are going to say no because they're storming off in the previews. It's just based on the previews. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like Natalie and Shane are going to get married.
I think so too. I think even though they had that
They
fight,
can
I think
make
he's
it
going to break the
through
rule.
Anything.
I think he's going to break the rule. I think he's going to go see her. I think they're going to talk it out and then they're going to get hitched. That's what I think.
I think he knows how to apologize.
And, Natalie, she's just playing an expert game, and I just assume she's going to finish this out.
Yeah, because even like when they talked about their Mexico fight, he was like, I was so obnoxious. Like he like can admit when he was
He's
obnoxious,
self-aware.
You know? He's self-aware. So, if he did something terrible, I think he can apologize to it.
That is one of his favorite things about a person is if they're self-aware. Remember that from the pod?
That is true.
Yeah.
And she really is obsessed with him, so I just feel like they're gonna get married.
Yeah.
And she really wants to be married.
I hope so. I want to see that hot dog buffet.
That's what we need to see. I feel like we didn't see a lot of like the receptions last time, and if they're spending this much time telling us about Shane and Natalie's wedding, we better see these receptions.
Oh my god, especially Shane's. Oh
yes, and the tuxedo cape better fucking happen.
I know. I got worried because in the preview for
I didn't see
coming
any
up,
tuxedo
I
cape,
didn't
but maybe
see it.
they're
Oh,
saving it for us. Like,
Man, I
why
hope
would you
so.
give that away in the preview?
I really hope so.
I know.
Yikes.
Sal and Mallory, I think
That's
they
not
might
gonna
get
happen.
married.
No, they're not. There's no
I
way.
think they might. I
There's
think they might
no
do it.
way.
She called him her soulmate in this episode
Mm.
at the Bachelor. Her soulmate.
She's not going to do it.
Soulmate. I'm calling it.
Her
They're getting
sister and
married.
mom don't approve. They're not. She's not going to do it.
She said soulmate.
No way. There's no
Soulmate
way.
is a heavy word, Ben.
I'm saying no.
I don't
No
know.
to them.
I
Nope.
don't know. I'm feeling like it should be no, and all signs.
They're the
point
couple
to
that
no.
I'm most confident it's.
Okay,
no.
but Ben, why would she say soulmate?
Because this is what she does every episode. She's like, I love him. I love him. And then she's like, one more thing, and we're fucking
Yeah,
done.
do you think she'll find like something at like the last second?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that suit! You didn't get the suit that I hate those colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, Jarrett wore the colors that I want. He asked the colors that I wanted the groom to wear. This is that one thing. I told you we're done.
God. Ugh.
So I have the Variety article up that they did an interview with the show's creator.
Oh yes, let's hear that.
So I'm just gonna skip through. It's kind of long, but here is the most important part. Okay, can I ask about the gold glasses? They aren't just in the pods, they're everywhere. Why? Here's what the creator says. I don't know. It's just something I like. When you turn on the show, you know it's our show. It's
So it's branding, okay.
It's a very authentic, really true following of these people's journeys. But I like the fact that we have sort of this connective tissue with that in a really light way. It's fun.
Wow.
So that's why people
He thinks all that, huh?
the gold glasses help the show's authenticity and the connective tissue of the show. They are the life force of the show, the energy. They are the mitochondria. They're the powerhouse of the cell of the show. So that's how you can view it. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
women do have the option to propose. They say, what can you tease about the weddings? What was it like attending? He says, being there in person on the wedding day is literally like for me being on the Super Bowl. It's crazy. You have no idea what's going to happen, no idea what's going to transpire. It's exciting, blah, blah, blah. These answers aren't that great. We heard about the gold classes.
That's all we care about here.
That's all we care about. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you can read the article yourself. It's on Variety.com. There's some discussions about casting. They do talk about how a lot of the people turn out to be thin, and they talk about that. But all we care about is the gold glasses on here. I mean, the rest of it, you can just read the article. We don't need to read an article to you.
Yep.
But you heard it here first on Reality Alert Podcast.
That's right.
We really do the reporting.
We're just pretty much the same as New York Times, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, and they said that we're the best podcast.
That's right.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oh,
what another great week of Love is Blind. And another amazing week of podcasts.
We won't be seeing you all until next Friday.
Live in video, but these podcasts are rolling out till Monday audio wise, so that's pretty cool.
Yep. So we will see you all on Friday the 25th. We'll
for
be
the
going
finale,
live.
the Love is Blind finale, and that podcast will be coming out on that Friday.
Yes.
That's the right after we record it. We're just gonna release it. It'll be out.
Yes.
We'll just pop it right in the atmosphere. We'll probably do it early afternoon. We'll just drop it. You can listen to it instantly. And then from there on, as soon as we can get these contestants on the show, when we can clear stuff, we're going to have them. You can check it out. We'll do as much Love is Blind content as we can. We'll talk about it probably more, maybe recap the season if we decide that's a good idea, and just keep doing as much Love is Blind as you guys are interested in, because we do love talking about it and it's very fun.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do some more memes and stuff on our Instagram, and some we're gonna have one more drinking game for the finale. So you should definitely check that out on our Instagram at Reality Alert Podcast, Twitter at Reality Alert Podcast _, and you should also check out our videos podcast, YouTube at youtube.com/Reality Alert.
That's right.
That's right. So thank you guys. Ben, anything else?
We're going live tonight for Celebrity Big Brother. If you watch Celebrity Big Brother, join us. So
Yeah.
we'll see you in a bit.
Celebrity Big Brother content will continue. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Love you. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Now is the time to decide if love is blind.